finances as well always come into question with 9Z. They're one of those teams where at times you're looking at their economy and you're just thinking, this is bizarre. They've gone for a force on a round where they should be saving. They've gone for a buy on a round where somehow they've only got $50 and they've all got decoys. Where are we?
Hero Galils, Hero M4s,
Hero UMPs.
Hero UMPs, yeah, exactly. It's all very very unique from this 9Z team. And honestly, Sao Caetano are going to be kicking themselves they weren't able to pick up the win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But here we are. We're on Ancient. We've gone exploring, Davey. We've discovered some old ruins, but who's going to get ruined on a map like this? That's the big question mark. So let's get the answer as we pull up to the pistol.
Pistol comes out, and it looks like this is going to be the fast A play. So they do have the two smokes actually. ckzao and Showtime. Both have them. They should be going in towards CT spawn and most likely Donut. And they're going to rush towards Temple. That is the sort of standard procedure here. Here come the nades. And actually only one smoke being thrown early. Second player with the nades. Dropping it late. Smoke towards CT. Yep. Molotov towards the back of the site. They're going to rush in, and they should be pushing David here inside of Temple.
So David, he's got a recoil. Spams onto the first. Actually is holding his own towards Temple, because now look at all the CTs marauding their way in. They're going to be sprinting up into your face, and the Glocks aren't going to be hitting. Jump round the corner for Lucan. He's out of ammunition, but Max has still got a mag, and that's the round for 9Z.
Yeah, they pick it up. You can see the strat Sao Caetano was going for. Throw the two smokes, rush into the B site. But hey, man, it's only the first round. But if that's an indication of things to come, maybe 9Z's better at Ancient than Sao Caetano thought. And yes, I'm very much jumping the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, one round into the game, no, 9Z, they're better on Ancient than we thought, guys. They won the pistol.
Davey says 9Z will win the major.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. I did say that, yeah.
Just hard commit to it.
Based off of this
one pistol round.
Pistol, yeah.
Just this.
Yeah.
That's all we needed. For Sao Caetano, what they need are the Deagles to hit their shots. They do group up. You want to go for the 3-2 split early, but the Molotov, of course, will force you off it.
Decent investment from them as well. Like you said, 2 Deagle armor. They're trying to walk out A. The M4s are here waiting. 4 M4s purchased for the CT sides. They're like, we don't really need the utility here. We just want to shoot them. Keep everyone alive, ideally. Spot the boost. They peek out. ckzao goes down. And this is just going to be kind of one of these just slow rounds where the Glocks and the Deagles. Okay, I say that. Showtime does answer back with 1. And Rox actually needs to go recover that M4.
Yeah, do want that back.
Gotta get that.
Can't be leaving that cold on the ground. The MP9 of Rock still in his hands. He's going to be pushing up, of course. You can upgrade to the Deagle, but he'll stick to the MP9 on the close angle. He sees them both and realizes he's a bit off more than he can chew. So we'll throw the camel drop grenade straight down on your head. Good night. And that's DGT with a final frag.
And they recover all of the M4s. 4 M4s held onto for this gun round, as they did go for just the Deagle buy to make sure they could buy into this one. So now we see our first gun round of the game, and this is where I'm curious to see what either one of these teams are going to do here. What's their plan? What does, because Sao Caetano picked this knowing they were going to have to start T-side. So what's their game plan here? That's what I'm curious to see.
What are you working with?
Yeah, exactly.
In the big old strat book. Are they on the index page, or are we a few pages deeper? Potentially a deep aggressive play here from delboNi. Pushes up towards front K, but Max, he knows he's got to counter this with aggression of his own. Holds onto the smoke. delboNi's going to walk across. You've got the bomb waiting outside of B as well with the utility. Looks like he's just thrown the deep smoke up towards long. But map control is being fought for by the CTs as well.
Yeah, they're here in middle. They have the crossfire. Smokes are going to come in to take mid control, and that's going to be the call for them to give it up, actually. They don't want to fight for it. Nade comes in, not going to find any damage. Just that little bit. Ooh, and they almost want to fight for that outside of the donut smoke, but they decide to call it off at the last second. Spray comes in to tag Lucan, but it is just a bit of damage. Smoke towards the bottom of the door. That actually misses. Gives ZQK potentially this one-way here. Spots him, gets the kill, does the damage necessary. Flash is good. ZQK goes aggressive. Max, ooh, he fumbles his nades. Is going to get it down in time. There was no quick reaction from ZQK, but they do have cave control.
Spelunking into the bomb site. Lucan, he'll be the one to hold the angle. Got back up from DGT. DGT goes straight in, looking for picks. delboNi's busted. And now it's a raw 4-on-4, but he could just peek out. He's got the angle onto the back of Max. Lucan will trade it, but with 20 seconds left, they could just sprint over to Donut and get a plant on A.
Yeah, they knew they were all towards B, so you can see the instant reaction. They turn around, they run into the A site. They are going to get that bomb down. Post plant's going to be difficult for the CTs as well. They don't have the nades. They do have the one kit on David, but without the utility, retaking this A site is going to be very difficult. You need to get that smoke down onto the bomb. And with the position of the players in Donut, I mean, 9Z might be saving here. They're really running the clock down. I don't think they're going to go for this. No, they're not. 3v3 save.
Basically just off the frag onto the back of Max as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's the read. Lucan was supporting him, but they played with the timing. They get the pick. And you get a round because of it. So the game does go 2-1. Bit of a weird round, though. I think that's an understatement.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
You take that?
Yep. It was weird. Good opening gun round, though, for the T's. Remember, this map is... Most people consider it to be the most CT-sided map in the pool right now. There's going to be some people scream, nuke, nuke, wah. But I think the data would show Ancients more CT-sided.
Well, see, now you've said that, everyone's going to be saying it just because you've said it
That's
as well.
Perfect.
So you've added
Sheep.
to the stagger.
Sheep.
Who will be the sheepdog, herding up the kills into a round like this, though? Who's going to be left barking up the wrong tree? Seems like A site is going to be aggressed upon. They're pushing in for the A main control early. You've got the fast rotate from the CTs, though, so they can link back up if push comes to shove. David, out of nut, and now playing for the entrance.
And we see a bit of a change here. Potentially 9Z not comfortable with the map. They don't want to fight for that lane control, especially in Europe. Most European teams we see fighting very early for control of lane. Over on that B site. As the boost, David's going to swing back into it. You can see just not comfortable taking those fights. DGT answers back with one in middle. The bomb is actually towards the bottom of middle as well. A site has been taken by the T's. They have full control of it, but they've given it up. They've turned around and they're going back, and you can see the rotations from 9Z. It's all going over here towards A.
delboNi. He holds to see if the CTs are going to re-enter towards the site whilst the bomb is coming up ramp. They'll clear their angles, they'll play it slow. Max is here, wins out on the 1v1, and this is where it will get rougher. You can now flash over the top and hold them back. The Molotov is in position, but DGT's also got a kill towards middle, so it's just ZQK and Showtime outnumbered, outgunned, and left to try to pick up the pieces. Max on the face will hit the first. Showtime, he goes down in a quick burst, but ZQK wants to slay. Can he leave them on the DECK? No.
Nope, 9Z picking up their first gun round of the game. They took the pistol, they took the second round. Sao Caetano took the last one. Very weird round, though. We did say that. And even here, again, they faked them out. They got full control of the site, and it really came down to that first initial fight in the 4 versus 4 on short. Max winning out on that one, pretty much won them the round. If he goes down there, that's it. GG. CTs are saving. They're running away. 3v4, no chance for the retake. Instead, Max wins it. And that's the difference those fights can make, right?
That's all it comes down to at the end of the day. So 3 rounds picked up on your CT side. And of course the knock-on effect meaning that again, Sao Caetano, they're contending into this one with a couple of pistols, the one MAC-10, and that Galil on Showtime. DGT playing aggressively as well. He's got the backup of Max towards Cave. You can peek off the flash, but they're going to tuck in. He does find the first, does get the adjustment as well. And now it's just 3 Ts remaining alive.
And we can see there's the difference. This time they do decide to fight for lane. The pop flash comes in, they swing together, they find 2 frags. Answer back from the boost in middle. So 1 CT does drop. They still have the map control though, crucially. TGT still with full control of mid. Now he's fallen back, but he can still see everything. So he doesn't need to give it up. They can leave Max here taking contact towards B. As soon as he gets the contact, you see rocks towards CT spawn. He'll rotate back over towards the back of Ivy. So they're playing heavy towards A at this point. Flash comes over, Max spots them, just gets the contact and runs away. And the T's, they don't know where everybody is, so they can't just go running up the ramp here for free, right? They need to try to use their utility, and Max swings out. Max finds 2. Showtime now in the 1 versus 3. The bomb is down. He actually gets the second, pulls it out, tries to get it planted, but DGT is already there. And you can see how fast those rotations come in once Max gets the info.
And DGT, he's blowing that Mayan Death Flute. He's given it a good old toot because he's already picked up 8 kills into this game. He's yet to be bested as well. And DGT, we speak about him a lot because he is one of those large players on the side of 9Z. When he's having a good game, when he gets into the groove early, you've got to be worried.
Yeah, he's big. He's been immense for them. He's put up so many huge numbers. I don't have the data in front of me or anything, but I would bet he's the top performer for them throughout this event.
I would say so. In terms of the games we've seen alone, he has been hugely impactful. This is the classic play, though, on a map like Ancient. Straight down ramp, go wild, see what you can achieve, and the SMG slaps up 2 of them, so already it's just ckzao and Showtime as the only 2 Ts left alive, and you're stuck.
Yeah, you're smoked out, you're pushed back, you're inside of your spawn. There's a minute 27 seconds left in the round. Minute 22 now, and your whole team, they're dead. Like, guys, what happened? We were going to hang out. We had plans. We had things we were going to do. And you guys just went and died? How could you do that to me?
It's really selfish. They had taken their day off work, Dave. You know, they'd planned this great skiing trip, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't go. I'm busy.
Little Brazilian barbecue, you know? They were going to have a whole thing inside a cave. Ridiculous.
They brought a grill from home.
Yeah, they brought their grill. Think about it. There's so many different spots. You know, you hang out in Cat, make your way to the cave. Eventually, you can get to the bomb site if you want. Eat all your food. It would have been great.
9Z. They're eating big at the minute, though. You get the round. You walk away quite happy. 5-1 split so far. And Sao Caetano, the only round they won was the one that was incredibly tight, not really sustainable, not something you can repeat.
No, it really was a round where 9Z just kind of messed up their rotations more than anything. Which I'm sure is, you know, because they don't really play the map. So. And they're already missing mid-smoke, Sao Caetano. Doesn't matter, though. They miss it. delboNi running across with the Tech 9. He finds the frag. They're pushing through the donut, and David's here. He's alone. He needs to hit the shots. He flicks over, lands the second. Flank is coming in, though. 1 player inside of the donut. That is denoco. DGT, oh, he's missed his timing. He's missed his timing. denoco gets the kill. 2 versus 2. Bomb's down in middle as well, so this doesn't even actually matter. He's finding the tags. Max is down to 28. And the T's are actually in a great position here, as ckzao is running into the B bomb site. He has full control. Only the Deagle, no armor, but still control the site.
That's the most important bit. Now denoco, he can scurry through the cave, get the bomb planted. And the knock-on effect will most likely just be a save for the 2 remaining CTs of 9Z.
They do have that kit. They're separated, though. But yeah, Max wants to go for this one. 28 HP. They're smoked off. They're forced off. And Max did find a timing just there in cave. denoco wasn't holding for the cross towards the ramp. So it is going to come down to rocks again, fumbling his nades. Flash comes in. No peek from the T's just yet. ckzao is there. Ooh, Max, I think he spotted him. He knows he's towards the pillar, but he looks away at the wrong time. Can't find the kill on ckzao. 1 bullet is all it'll take as denoco finds 2. Sao Caetano, again, they win the second round. One they have absolutely no business winning. Again, they were down 4 versus 2, and the individual fights coming out means it's all it. It's over. Sao Caetano, they get their second on the eco, man.
Yeah. Problem with that is, again, though, how many times is denoco going to go on to get 4 kills in a round and be able to save your bacon? Probably not going to happen too often. But you take what you can get.
Yeah,
Bit warm, isn't it?
These rounds are a little silly.
Yeah, they're getting warmed up, mate. Turning up the heat there towards bottom mid.
Although we did say because both of these teams don't really play the map, we are going to see some interesting things. And so far we have seen some interesting things.
Max just going for the spams. We'll back off. Get a reload in. Base him somewhat. Does want to play on the Lipper Cave. Utility out towards middle again. few inconsistencies with some of the smoke lineups they've been using. This time it does block off red.
Yeah, they land this one, as they are going to be scaling towards the donut. It is smoked off. David is playing behind it. They're trying to work in. They're just going to phase it. I don't think they have a flash. Actually, the flash came in from middle, but they don't clear the back. Can he find the second? 2 headshots landed. He's dancing around. He's playing with them. delboNi says, I'm done playing. Lands the headshot. It is 3 versus 4. They do have control of the A site. The nades need to come in, and the flank is fast.
Max, as long as they buy in time, he can get up in the rear and then really start to punish. Gaps in the smoke as well, so they're going to look through that for a prime opportunity to strike. And Max, he's almost arrived. Finally, pulls up to the party, hits one of the ckzao, delboNi, and zqk, the only 2 alive. Playing together from the cave. All right. Good adjustment from delboNi. Hits the headshot. You can work with this one, though. Ooh, as they clear it, DGT will be able to best him. There is a play from Lucan towards middle. They're going to jump straight on the bomb as well. They know they can't peek him. It wasn't really planted for him, and Lucan hits it through the back.
Yeah, bomb not planted for him, so the full defuse comes out. Lucan was just waiting, biding his time. He knew that the player had to make his move. He knew that he had to go forward. He knew he had to try to close that gap, change the angle, find the kill on the man defusing. And as soon as he does, Lucan shoots him in the back. Compelling stuff.
Vintage CS.
Vintage Lucan.
Ooh, DGT. Still doing what he does best, though. If you go for an aggressive take and DGT's there, always going to silence ya. So swift. Crosshair placement's always tasty from him. 12 to 2 so far in the matchup. 3T's grouped up outside a cave. They're going to flash and try and clear it. He is playing anti, and it more so just blinds them. Oh, Max mauls them all, cleaves his way through them like a hatchet, and it's just on delboNi towards ramp as he peeks up. Of course, it's DGT.
Yeah, again, the flash, like you said, blinds them more than anything. Max tucked away in the corner, finds 3 kills. The spacing wasn't there for Sao Caetano. They swing in one by one, and Max, he's going to hit those all day, especially today. He's been hitting those on Ancient. He's been on point. The spacing wasn't actually that bad. If Dinoco wasn't blind from Showtime's flash, they probably find the kill. The first 2 were good. The flash, however, was not.
No,
not ideal.
It's one of those. You never know whose fault it really is.
Oh, it's my teammates' fault 100% of the time.
It's always the flasher, not the flashy.
Look, no matter who it is, it's not my fault. That's all I know.
Well, you've never done anything wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Tech9 contact, so they just operate off the back of it. He gets the smoke down and does back off. And again, they're a little bit staggered, so no real room for the Tech9s to cause some trouble. But eventually there's a few frags, all on Showtime, and he'll be down by DGT off the back of the hat-trick spray. And the game goes 8 to 2. 9Z coasting on the CT side.
Yeah, and this is the scoreline you would expect. Honestly, this could have been 10 to 0, man. I mean, both rounds Sao Caetano have won have been sort of just strange. Honestly, I don't even know how to explain what it was. It was like that 3v3 save when 9Z just over-rotated and didn't rotate properly. They didn't isolate the choke points how they needed to. And then, of course, the eco round, that was just weird. The 4v2, that just didn't really make any sense.
And this is that big talking point, you know, that we had back on the desk when they were saying with the veto. Can always be a problem. You float a map. You've got to be able to play it. Right now on the T side, not showing too many signs of life. And look at the map control 9Z are just taken as well. 2-player setup deep in towards A main. It funnels them back towards B, but they're down ramp. This is already theirs. They own the entire map.
And this is looking a little bit more meta, right, at this point, where you let the CTs take control of lane, you let them smoke off the door, you throw those retake flashes, and you take it. Max losing out this time to Showtime, not even doing a lick of damage, but the flank is in, and he's going to find it. David shoots Showtime in the back. Now they know the play was towards B, but crucially, it's David at the bottom of mid. He needs to cut off those rotations as Rox cuts off the entry to the B site. They go pushing up the ramp. DGT with the spray connects onto delboNi. It's 1 versus 4. The swing out, the headshot. The round is found from 9Z. Good mid-round aggression.
Is 18 for 2, David.
Is he?
18 For 2.
Dude, that's higher than I can count almost.
Yeah, I think you go up to like, what, 14?
on a
Something
good
like
day.
that? Yeah. We've been working on it. We'll get you there one day, mate. We taught you your ABCs.
Yeah, no, and now I love the alphabet.
Mm-hmm. You learn everything is the alphabet.
Yeah. It started with that Jackson 5 song.
And then you just stopped.
And then I've just...
That was all you had. Yeah.
That was all I learned as a kid, so it was really nice of you guys to help me out. Thanks.
No worries.
Big man, it was Hugo really finished it off for me. He taught me Zed right there at the end yesterday. Yeah, that one really helped.
That's nice.
Yeah. Thankfully too, because we're casting 9 Zed
You
today.
would have been so confused.
I would have been losing.
9 slightly awkward S.
Yeah, I would have been a mess.
I did like the towel drop, by the way. The admin grabbed it, launched it back up onto the desk for him.
Oh, what a guy.
Legend.
PGL towel guy coming in strong.
You always need your towel guy. Ooh, DGT might need to wipe himself off the walls as he has been bested by ZQK on a P250.
And the rotations come in from Max. He's looking for it. He's looking for the response. Nade is going to be good. Ton of damage done, but denoco wins out on the fight. He lands the headshot onto Max. 5 versus 3. And again, a weird round for Sao Caetano to be in control of. The deep smoke comes out to isolate the players over here on the A bomb site, but there's still 2 of them here. They have the crossfire. It's going to come down to timing for Lucan and David. Do they win out on these fights in the moments that they need to? David goes aggressive. He's not worried about mid. For some reason, he gets shot in the back, and now Lucan, he's so isolated. He's so alone. He's so sad as ZQK gets the kill, and a clean eco round going the way of Sao Caetano. The rounds they keep winning, Jack, make absolutely no sense.
The round where they just basically have Glocks, and they're like, right, boys, hit them hard, run straight up mid. You get the pick onto DGT. That up to this point has been a fragging machine. He's finally out of order. Give him a quick oil change, get him back in for the next one, it'll be fine. 162 ADR he's got at the minute.
Yep.
Rock's trying to make the best of a bad situation, wants to get the weapons out of their hands, but he'll only find one. So Sao Caetano, with their 3rd round, do actually have guns to play with, one of them being the AWP on ZQK as well.
Big op on the T side of Ancient. Although I will say Ancient is one of those maps where it's kind of hard on the T side to find the openings with the op, right? There's not like a whole lot you can really do. You're kind of just holding for aggression. Because there's so many angles that are so CT-sided, you can't really walk up and go for picks, right? Like, sometimes you'll see oppers get boosted up on the box at the bottom of the B ramp. Maybe they try to go for the walk pick out A, but mostly the ops on Ancient, especially on the T side, you're playing for the post plants more than anything else to like isolate those long angles once the smokes fade. That's mostly what your job is on the T side.
You can see that reflected as well with the opening of the round. He just holds for the mid aggression. Instead, the aggression comes out towards B from the T's and delboNi on the close angle. He's taken down. denoco with the taps. But no one there to receive them. Quite rude, Davey. He's bought them a gift. They don't want it.
No, they wouldn't want it, would you? It is a bullet. As Lucan giving 2 bullets to the wall, not able to find one onto Sao Caetano players. Bullets hit the wall. They don't find the kills. DGT is still swinging. He finds 2. Eventually answers back by Showtime. That's in the 2v3 now. They've lost the map control, and Rox has lost his fight. denoco inside of the B site. Tons of damage being done. This man has been a crucial point for any round that they win. As Max goes through with the flash, no, decides to back up. Good choice in the end. denoco would have found the kill onto the side of his head. So again, despite 9Z being up numbers, they lose out on the fights. And it's a 9-3 scoreline right now, and this round is crucial. If the CTs lose it, they're broke. Max walks in, free kill onto Showtime. He thought denoco had his back, but he didn't. And now you can see that the CTs realize, they're like, okay, Showtime's planted there. That means he thought his teammate was covering him, and he wasn't. He jumps around the corner, but David with the op can't land the shot. He goes jumping around. Despite the dink coming out from his teammate, he jumps around the corner with the op. He lands, can't land the shot. And the T's pick up their 4th, and interesting choices by the CTs there. Very interesting choices.
5 HP spray is what clutches it out from. 9 HP even. Basically the same. And this is spooky. The second he turned away from watching CT, I'm thinking, oof, you've given them the back door, you've let them in, you get the first pick. Suddenly it's like, all right, they've got the read, this should be a cleanup. And this is like the first round we've seen where 9Z don't have a full buy as well, just Eagles and pistols.
And they've done this to themselves, man. Honestly, you can't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They've lost 2 eco rounds. They've lost 2-man advantage rounds behind the ecos. And now they've stacked at the A site. The Deagles are ringing out. The P250s are here. Damage is done. But the trades go the way of the T's. They get into the site and Rocks with the USP from behind the box. This has turned into a perfect one-way for him. The molly doesn't land either. Smoke puts it out. And the T's, they're like, you know what? Maybe this fight just isn't for us. They hold forward, and Lucan crouching around the corner. The Deagle armor saves him. He gets the headshot. And now we're seeing 9Z answer back with an eco of their own onto Sao Caetano, unless Showtime has something to say about it.
What is this eco wars that is going on? Showtime! We said he was in the Lion King. Let's see if he can pull the claws out in the 1v2 up against the USP and a Deagle. He's got the Galil. He'll walk into the site. 35 seconds left to give the CTs a good fright. Will take his time with this. Needs to clear. He's got a sneaking suspicion there was a player towards close CT, but no one's there. He'll now commit to the bomb plant, but Lucan's coming. He's pushing up. He's looking for it. Realizes where he is on the cross. That's the tag. 49 HP now for Showtime. It's got to be clean, and he can't do it. Lucan, the 2 frags on the Deagle, the USP kill. Oh, Davey. Sao Caetano have just been schooled.
Absolutely massive response for 9Z. They've given up 2 ecos already this game. And now finally they answer back with one of their own. They pick up their 10th. 10-4 scoreline here from 9Z. And this game, I mean, we did say, you know, neither one of these teams play the map. We don't expect a whole lot. But this has just been unbelievably hectic from the both of them. It's just, you can see there is just mistakes galore from both sides, right? You can tell neither one of these teams are comfortable on this map.
Like, by no means is this pristine CS. This is one of those where it's like, it's a cacophony of errors on either side at times. And that's what you get. You choose a map like this, you know, if you both don't play it, it's not going to be squeaky clean. Here they try and fight for mid, but it's mean from DGT and Lucan as they work well together. Lucan on the elevated angle, got support from David. He's going to collapse into the action. And now again, just 2 players sprinting out towards A. ZQK has the AWP, and he'll need to make a heroic play with this weapon if you want to take it 10-5.
Ooh, that smoke's too deep, though. It's going to be a one-way on the right side. David, he might have noticed it, but he doesn't want to take too much advantage of it right now. He's worried. Sprays come in. Rocks is holding for the aggression, and the angle's perfect. Finds the headshot onto ZQK, and ckzao answers back, but it doesn't matter. Max is in the back. And that's going to be the 11-4 scoreline for 9Z. But I want to point out, this could have been a 15-0. 9Z, they trolled a little bit on a few of those rounds.
Yeah, griefed themselves somewhat.
Yeah.
The eco losses didn't need to happen. And with the way they've been playing, they're hitting their shots as well. You could see that reflected with the eco.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is just scary. Now, what's their T side looking like? Because keep in mind, this is 9Z. They love the T half. That's their bread and butter, Davey. They're all about playing T.
Though. Maybe not on Ancient. Maybe that's why they don't play it. Because it's like the one map that they can't really get anything going.
Maybe.
I guess we'll find out.
That's what it comes down to. Got to have a tasty T side. If not, that'll be Sao Caetano leaving the PGL Americas RMR. They'll exit the event here. 3 teams have to leave today. And the remaining 3, of course, move on to the gauntlet run tomorrow to decide which one can take that challenger spot at the major in Antwerp. But we'll stick with the present for now, as they are grouping up and making their way in through A main.
Yeah, we see a very similar strat coming out here. The 2 nade sets, the 2 smokes, it's going to go in towards Donut and CT spawn. Is going to isolate these fights. Molotov will come out towards the back of the site. This is very standard. Expected. David actually finds the headshot. Wait, where is that second smoke? Ooh, they missed it. So the smoke has landed inside of the site. They missed the CT smoke. It's not going to matter for them, though. They're still going to be able to get this bomb planted. Actually, no, they're hesitating. They're stopping, and this could be really bad, Jack, because if that Donut smoke fades, before they get the bomb down, the player in that position could have such huge impact.
And Lucan, he's split between two minds, knows that he's got to do some damage here. DGT goes walking up middle, but he's getting a bit muddled towards the donut. Has to thread the needle with the Glock, chasing him around. They're playing Ring Around the Rosies, but Dinoco's making them fall down. And he's turning into a clown now, Davey. This is so weird. The Glock's going to shoot over his head. Lucan finally strikes with a P250, jumps up on the ledge, and he's dead. And it's Rox and CT fighting an unwinnable battle against delboNi. I don't know what we've just seen.
We've just seen one of the weirdest and worst things I've ever watched in my entire life. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
You were in an ACS,
dude. I know. Listen, that they were running around in circles. There was no clear plan. You could see they wanted to collapse on donut, but they also had the player close CT. They hesitated on the donut collapse on the T side. They didn't get the bomb down when they had the smokes up. They missed their smoke in the site. The CTs had no coordinated retake. Jag, I don't know what just happened.
I'm just baffled. I'm absolutely baffled. All right, Sao Caetano, you take it. You got your pistol. Now they get their buyout and they're going to be fighting as well. Straight out through cave, the MP9 will slay 2. And it should be a formality, really. 1 deagle in the hands of David, the rest just with the Glocks. You just want to farm up the cash and get through this round as cleanly as possible.
And it looks like it's going to work out so far. It is just Lucan coming out of the T-spawn, just with that Glock. He's like, guys, can I just have 1 kill? The bomb's down in A. All the CTs are like over there, and he's just like hanging out outside of the B doors with the Glock. This is like one of those situations where if you're in an MM game, you like throw up the vote kick right now.
Just to make him do something.
You're just like, yeah, dude, just stop wasting our time. Just throw up the vote kick.
Just trying to keep himself afloat.
Yeah.
Did you know, Davey?
Wait. This is about to get really exciting. Here it comes. Whoa. Oh, showtime with the final kill of the round.
That was nearly an ace.
Yeah,
it was nearly an ace.
Sorry,
could have happened. Yeah, I was going to say, back in the day, obviously, when the Titanic went down, did you know that they actually had briefcases that had airbags inside them?
Really?
Yeah, because obviously everyone used to travel by boat a lot, right?
Okay.
So the plan was you'd have a briefcase with airbags in, and then if the boat went down, you'd be able to hang on to that, and it'd keep you afloat.
Okay.
And there was one survivor from the Titanic because of it. He just sort of floated till he could get picked up.
Yeah, just the one?
I believe just the one. He was the only one that could probably afford it.
You think he was floating by people that didn't have it? Just like,
see,
fools. Yeah, fools.
What have you got
And you said
there?
it wasn't worth the extra £5.
To be fair, I wonder how much it used to cost. Probably a lot.
I think £5 probably quite a bit of money back then.
Yeah, it's like, what, 50 grand now?
Yeah, ish.
Around there. Depends on the conversions. And this game could depend on the conversions here for the T's as well, because it's not looking great. delboNi and Showtime picking up the frags, Rox. Sat at CT, knows he can get swung on from Donut, but does hit the head. Trying to play behind the box, and David's there. He'll look into Temple, but Rox is doing all the work for him. And somehow this is actually looking like it could be a rub. He runs into the Molotov. No, I can't. Fire her. He's just burnt himself.
I can just imagine the chat right now. Real 1G, real 1G.
Oh,
I'm getting PTSD right now, Jack.
I know, you were there. You were in that game, Davey. This is like a flashback for you. Look at him. Look at him. Oh,
like, the Molotov stops the guy CT from pushing you. So why don't you take the 1v1 with the guy in Temple instead?
maybe he was a bit cold. You
Yeah,
never know, man. Like,
right, maybe.
he should have put a jumper on, not burn himself.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, David, jump into action here with the Tech 9, straight into Donut. Showtime not doing anything against that. And maybe it's fired them up. Who knows? Because at a round like this, you suddenly found yourself 2 picks to work with off the back of the opener.
Yep.
You can slow this down. You've got all the time in the world to make a play.
You can. ZQK's actually been tagged down as well. He's got dinked. Down to just 18 HP. And he's deep inside of Temple. He gets the trade back, though, onto David. Despite the dink, they're not able to find the kill. And the re-aggression in middle. DGT's holding for it. The timing! It's absolutely absolutely tragic for him. delboNi walks down. He gets dinked down to 14 HP as well. So 2 of them walking wounded. 2 of them almost in the grave, but almost isn't enough. They need to find these kills. They're trying to recover the guns. ckzao, he's tucked away in the corner. Lucan gets one back, makes the footstep towards middle, and that's when ckzao strikes. He peeks out, finds the frag. Now, last half, we did see Lucan pull off a massive eco round win for his team with the Deagle. He needs to do something immense here.
He'll grab the M4. Knows he needs to get the bomb back as well, and you've got the players watching towards mid. That is a big dink. Look at that. 11 HP on ckzao. The nade only does 1 damage, and he'll re-peek. Goes straight in. Stops Lucan from having any more shenanigans on the ecos.
Yeah, all the dinks come out. But they didn't have the AK, so it's not enough for the win. And what is the plan now? What is the point of attack for 9Z? We did talk about, the desk talked about as well, how they don't play this map. Both teams, they flexed it through the veto. Sao Caetano tried the punish pick. So far, it's looking pretty good, actually. They're losing 11-8, but now they're on the CT side, and this map heavily CT-sided. And 9Z, if they... Oh! Well, that's just unlucky for ckzao, isn't it? Just one random shot through the smoke dinks him as he's trying to walk through the fire, and that's it. Dead.
Yep.
Gone.
See ya. His life gets extinguished into this round. But they are playing the proactive positions. You pushed up through cave, you taken ramp control, so now you can rotate ZQK. He's here towards red. Rox is playing right outside. Back up from DGT as well. He's going for the deep molly. And that's the peak from Max. Headshot found, ready for the follow-up as well, but delboNi says no. Backline stab from delboNi as well. And he's going to scurry out of there. He will be chased, Davey.
Yeah, DGT heard this rotation, catches the timing on the player towards Ivy. They don't know he's here. He's going to get to walk around the corner. He's going to have a freebie. They know the last 2 players were over towards the B site, so now he's just holding the rotations. They don't have a flash here either. Showtime's going forward. The man with the HP loses his head. At the hands of DGT as he peeks out, finds another and a perfect flank. delboNi, he got the pick on the player inside of red. He thought that was all. He goes running away towards CT spawn, but there was another man. There was another one waiting. And DGT punishes the rotations, punishes the mistakes. That was that dink through the, right through the door. As he's walking down, he's trying to beat the molly. Just pull it to the side of the head. Fire underneath. Fire burn hot.
As we've learned.
As we've learned.
But DGT, his name stands for damn good time. He's fragging out over the course of this game. 26 kills, big 3K in the last round. And that's your first T round secured on the 20th. It was 4 in a row for Sao Caetano. But now you can see the money reserves not really there. They can't buy those floating suitcases, Davey. Ain't got the funds.
Nope. They absolutely do not. All those close rounds coming back to bite them. And given the score line, it looks like they're going to tank an eco here. You don't buy anything. The next round, ckzao and Showtime are going to be on either FAMAS and some light utility or the MP9 full nades, right? And then delboNi, denoco, and ZQK are going to be able to buy. ZQK should be able to get an op as well. So they just go for the full eco off the back of this. And this is a risky call. It means that they don't want to let 9Z get to 14, right? Because you could force buy here. If you lose it, you eco next. 9Z gets 14, but you do get the gun rounds in. And ZQK getting that kill is actually really important because that's $300 in the bank. And for him going for the op now, 1,900 bonus off the back of this, 38 plus 19. Yeah, it's going to be 57, which means he can get the op head armor or he can get some more utility if he wants.
So you get your 2 T rounds in. Got firepower to work with. You just got to keep it going round after round. That's what 9Z need. We've seen things get a little bit sloppy here on Ancient. Neither team's cleanest map. For 9Z, sprinting straight back into it. Feels like they do want to gravitate towards a faster A play.
It looks like the A rush, and actually, no, so they do slow down. Flashes are coming in. If delboNi gets the smoke off, you may have to cancel this. You can't go in. The bomb is dropped now. Now they have to commit. Flash is there. It actually team blinds them. And no, the bomb went out. The entry fragger with the bomb means they can't cancel off the back of the counter smoke. Spray comes in, flashes are there, but it's not going to matter. Max is dropped, and now you have to go for the reset. You have to go for the lurks. You can't just commit outside of A main here. It's not going to work out. ZQK with a crucial miss. But even still, I mean, they're trapped in the corners. DGT does have a molly, but there's no way for him to throw it. He's stuck over on the other side.
And this is just looking so rough for them. You're going to boost up.
Wait, they're letting them get away with this boost? That seems crazy to me.
You can probably get the frag on the player beneath if he clears the angle. I mean, that's the kill to the Temple player. They should now know where he is, but there's still no response to DGT! How does he get away with 3?
45 seconds left. He's not looking towards the player in Temple. Showtime's going to push, catches the timing, so DGT gets away, but Showtime knows he's not here anymore. He's walking away. Showtime's going to rotate, and if he goes over to B, it looks like he's going to... Oh, wait, no, DGT's going mid. He might come back through the donut. And Showtime, yeah, he's committing to B. DGT may have the read. He's walking across, 20 seconds left, and he is going to go... no, he's going to B. I thought he might go back through donut to A. Instead, he's heading over to the B site with only 10 seconds left. Showtime's just going to tuck away. As soon as he goes to plant this bomb, he should be going down. Showtime's going to peek out, and that is round lost. But all of those kills from DGT going to make a difference because the economy on the CT side is not there. We see 35, 42, 36, 33. They do not have the money for a buy. Most of these guys are going to be relegated down to the FAMAS or the SMGs. And 9Z, their money's fine. They have no problem with that. That's honestly... It's one of those ones where when it's over, you say, good loss. Honestly, that's fine that we lose that one because we keep their loss bonus low. See, it's down to 0 on the CT side now off the back of it. 0 loss bonus.
Money completely gone on all aspects. ZQK, though, wants to make himself famous with a famous, but it won't work wonders for him. An aggressive play that ends in a 1-for-1 trade.
Yep, and now, thankfully, because the bomb isn't down outside of the smoke, you can cancel when the counter smoke comes in.
Yeah. Always key there. If your entry frag has got the bomb,
not
probably not going to work well.
No, not what you want. Unless, of course, he just runs out and kills everyone. Then it's fine.
Got to hit your shots. You know, Counter-Strike really is just a a first-person adventure game. You just got to click on everything.
It's a very simple game, really. It does, you can break it down in so many strategies, tactics, all those things, which are true. But at the end of the day, it does come down to just who shoots the other person in the head first.
So let's see who's going to be doing some head shooty here. Denoco. Unfortunately, he's not played head shooty before, as he will get buckled by rocks.
Funnily enough, I said that. Denoco did shoot him in the head first, but his gun doesn't one-shot kill.
See, Davey, you're always wrong. Always wrong, Davey.
You sound like someone else I know.
Yeah. That's what the D stands for in your name.
Wrong?
Wrong.
Yeah. What does the J stand for in your name, right?
Possibly. I mean, I'm no scientist.
No, you're not. You're not. And I failed out of med school, so we got no hope.
No, yeah, we need Malbs in the server, really, don't we?
Where's Malbs when you need them? Where's the MD when you need him?
So, 9Z will take their 14th round. At that point, you're one away from match point, which will be series point overall. And this is an elimination game. If you survive in this, you go into the 6th to 8th playoff with the 3 remaining teams that make it out of today. Because there's only one challenger spot left, Davey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of the alphabet, we've done quite a bit of alphabet talk today, but I want to go back to it. The J is a very interesting letter because it works in... It has so many different sounds depending on what language it's in, right? Like, obviously, in English, it's just the J sound. But then in, like, Spanish, it's something else that I'm going to get wrong, so I don't want to do it. And then in, like, the Scandinavian countries, it's the Y sound, right? And it's always different depending on what language you're speaking. It's one of the few that's, like, significantly different, like, used completely differently. Even though all the language bases are the same, like, all the Romance languages, it's pronounced differently. It's just interesting.
It's always fun.
Yep.
It's always fun. For 9Z, the word that starts with a J to describe how the game's now going is quite juicy. But ZQK, he wants to come in and be quite jammy with the MP9. Max in the back line will hit the headshot onto Denoco. So again, you've got a 4 versus 3 to work with. And this is contending to match point.
And good amount of map control taken as well. See, it's forced the CTs to have to worry about this middle play. They're trying to collapse on it. The player pushing up the donut as the player in red takes the fight. delboNi drops because Showtime got smoked off right as they were about to collapse. Making it so there was no chance for a trade, no chance to fight together. The crossfire they had planned completely shut down, and Showtime tries to catch the timing, but DGT is too aware of it. And the man has 31 kills at this point, Jack.
Yeah, he has just been on a tear. It's like a kid at Christmas. For ckzao, I don't think he'll be getting much of a present out of this round. Bomb goes down, fires off the warning shot. They're going to peek into him, and they are giving him the 1v1s. They're isolated on the site as well because the flank's coming in from DGT, but he's not arrived just yet. So all on ckzao to somehow pick up this round as he peeks. DGT closes it out, takes his 32 bomb, and says, let's shut it down here, boys. 15 now on the board for 9Z.
That is just so many kills. 32 and 12 for DGT, and he has been an absolute monster for this 9Z team. He has been a shining light. Remember, this team went down 0-2 at one point in this event. They've battled all the way back. They're looking to close it out here, get that 3-2 record, and go on to the gauntlet tomorrow, potentially still having to win 2 more best of 3s tomorrow to pick up this final spot at the NA RMR. Americas RMR, sorry, not NA. They are South American after
Exactly.
all.
Come on, get the branding right, Davey.
I am sorry. The problem is I'm dumb.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You said it. But 9Z, they've got to be big-brained into this round, as it will just be the raw brawn that's brought out from Sao Caetano, just the Deagles, the Mag 7, the one Famous. If you can hit your shots, you might still be able to make it work. But 9Z, they're going to play a slower style of CS. Let them push into them. See if there will be any aggression from the CTs. Early fight towards Cave, but Denoco backs off, links up on site.
And this is one of the maps where the Mag 7 can actually be super effective. If you get inside of that cave, inside of the cat area. I mean, he's not there, but if he was, that could be very effective. He's also pushed up in A main. Another decent spot for it if they come there. The problem is the Ts tend to not really take A from this spot late in the round. If they are going to go A late round, it tends to be through middle in some way. So that is the downside of the Mag 7 push in A main. But the information gained is what's important at this point, because you see the rotations come in. It's allowed all the Sao Caetano players to rotate over to the B site. The full execute will be there. And they don't really have the nades for a retake, and they're playing so passive that this execute should work out in favor of the Ts. The counter smoke is good, but Rox runs straight through it. He gets in, they clear out the whole thing. Boost is there, DGT's holding for it. And look at this, they're all there, but they're all stuck behind the smokes.
You just got to wait for it to fade. There's nothing you can really do. You've got one player on the flank. By the time he arrives, the entire team could be taken down because they're going for individual fights. Showtime on the 5-7 at least gets one. But all in all, with Lucan getting that frag onto ZQK, it seems like it will just be a matter of time until 9Z get their 16th, take the 2-0 in the series, and walk away with the win here. Spam out through Cave. Rox with a right hook and the uppercut to close it down. Good night to Showtime. Goodbye to Sao Caetano. 9Z are still in it to win it. They now qualify to get into that gauntlet, Davey. Of course, as we were saying, 2 other teams will join them, but that's still a lot of CS you've got to win if you want to take the spot at the major.
Yeah, we have our...